I'm sure you've heard the news. We live in a world that often feels saturated with danger, with headlines that scream about threats both near and far. We're conditioned to fear the dramatic, the sensational, sharks, wars, pandemics, scary stuff. These are the things that capture our imagination and our anxieties. They are real, and their impact is undeniable. But what if I told you that the most dangerous place in the world for the average person isn't a war zone or a remote ocean, but the real killer? It's the road outside your door. That familiar stretch of asphalt you travel every single day. It's a danger so commonplace, so integrated into our daily lives that we've become numb to its staggering toll. Every year, about 1.3 million people die in road crashes worldwide. Let that number sink in. 1.3 million. That's the equivalent of a major city vanishing from the map, year after year. It's more than 3,500 deaths every single day. Over 140 every hour. 2 people every minute. By the time this video ends, hundreds more will have lost their lives on the world's roads. That's more than many diseases combined. It is the leading cause of death for children and young adults aged 5 to 29. And for every person who dies, up to 50 million more suffer non-fatal injuries, with many incurring a disability as a result. The ripple effects on families, communities, and healthcare systems are immeasurable. So, what makes these familiar paths so treacherous? The answer lies in a combination of factors, a perfect storm of human error, environmental conditions, and systemic failures. Let's start with the leading risk factors. First, speed. It's simple physics. The faster you go, the longer it takes to stop, and the more severe the impact. A pedestrian hit at 30 miles per hour has a fighting chance. At 40, that chance plummets. Speed doesn't just cause crashes, it turns survivable incidents into fatal ones. Then there's distraction. In our hyper-connected world, the car has become another place to multitask. But sending a text, changing a playlist, or even talking on the phone diverts your brain's most critical resource: attention. Taking your eyes off the road for just 5 seconds at highway speed is like driving the length of a football field blindfolded. We also have impairment and fatigue. Driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs drastically slows reaction time, impairs judgment, and reduces coordination. It's a gamble with your life and the lives of everyone around you. Similarly, drowsy driving can be just as dangerous. A fatigued driver can experience microsleeps, brief moments of unconsciousness they may not even be aware of, with catastrophic results. The risks aren't uniform. They change dramatically depending on where and when you drive. Urban environments are a complex dance of vehicles, pedestrians, and cyclists. The sheer density of interactions means more potential for conflict, with intersection crashes being particularly common. Rural roads, on the other hand, present a different set of dangers. Higher speeds, less forgiving road designs with sharp curves or steep drop-offs, and longer distances to emergency medical care can make crashes in these areas more severe. Time of day and weather also play a critical role. Driving at night is inherently more dangerous. Our vision is reduced, we're more likely to be tired, and we might share the road with impaired drivers. Add adverse weather like rain, snow, or fog, and the risks multiply. Stopping distances increase, visibility drops, and the simple act of staying in your lane becomes a challenge. And we must talk about the most vulnerable among us. While we often picture crashes as involving 2 cars, nearly half of all road traffic deaths are among pedestrians, cyclists, and motorcyclists. These are people with little to no physical protection in a collision, children with their small stature and developing traffic sense, and older adults who may have slower reaction times or be more frail are also disproportionately at risk. A safe system must be designed to protect its most fragile users. This brings us to infrastructure. Poor road design and bad lighting turn short trips into deadly risks. Roads with blind corners, a lack of shoulders, or confusing signage contribute to driver error. But just as poor design can create danger, good design can eliminate it. Things like well-lit pedestrian crossings, protected bike lanes, roundabouts that slow traffic and reduce conflict points, and clear, consistent signage are not just conveniences. They are life-saving interventions. They build forgiveness into the system, acknowledging that humans will make mistakes. Our vehicles themselves have become safer than ever. Modern cars are packed with technology designed to prevent a crash or protect us when one happens. Anti-lock brakes, ABS, help maintain steering control during hard braking. Electronic stability control, ESC, can prevent a skid, and newer systems like automatic emergency braking, AEB, can detect an impending collision and apply the brakes for you. Of course, seatbelts and airbags remain the most critical safety features, turning what would have been a fatal crash into a survivable one. But technology is not a silver bullet. It can be a powerful safety net, but it can't replace an alert, responsible driver. Ultimately, the biggest difference is made by our own behavior. The choices we make every time we get behind the wheel, or even step onto the street, matter profoundly. So what can we do? Buckle up. Every single trip. Every single time. It's the single most effective thing you can do to protect yourself in a crash. Slow down, obey the speed limit, and adjust your speed for the conditions. A few minutes saved is never worth a life lost. And put the phone away. Your focus needs to be on the road 100% of the time. These are simple moves that save lives. Beyond that, always drive sober and well-rested. If you're a pedestrian or cyclist, make yourself visible, especially at night. Wear bright or reflective clothing and use lights. Assume drivers don't see you and make eye contact to be sure. Even with the best precautions, crashes can still happen. Knowing what to do in the aftermath is crucial. The time immediately following a traumatic injury, often called the golden hour, is critical for survival. If you are involved in or witness a crash, the first step is to secure the scene to prevent further accidents, then call for emergency services immediately, and provide first aid if you are trained. Fast, effective post-crash care saves countless lives. Let's quickly bust a few myths. I'm a good driver, so I don't need to worry. The truth is, even the best drivers can't control the actions of others. Defensive driving is about anticipating and avoiding the mistakes of those around you. Another myth: I'm safer in a big truck or SUV. While size can offer some protection, it also creates larger blind spots and poses a greater risk to others on the road. Safety is about behavior and awareness, not just vehicle size. The road outside your door doesn't have to be the most dangerous place in the world. We have the knowledge and the tools to make our journeys safe. It requires a commitment from all of us, from policymakers to build safer roads, from manufacturers to build safer cars, and most importantly, from every single person who uses the road. The next time you get in your car, take a moment. Remember the risks. Remember the 1.3 million. Buckle up, slow down, put the phone away, and focus on the drive. It's not just about following the rules, it's about protecting yourself, your passengers, and every other person you share the road with. Your journey matters. Arrive safely.